Mackenzie Johnston with Livestock Digital Daily, bringing you your November 28th cattle industry headlines. Brought to you by AgRisk Advisors. They help you manage your risks so you can manage your operation. With over 20 years of experience, AgRisk Advisors provide honest and transparent advice. They offer insurance solutions to help you minimize risk and maximize profitability on your farming and ranching operations. They might not be able to make it rain, but they can sure ease the pain. If you want to learn more about pasture, rangeland, forage insurance, go ahead and reach out to AgRisk Advisors. They can help you understand what PRF insurance is all about and everything it can do for your operation. Late last week, Beyond Meat stole the show with headlines in both the New York Times and the New York Post. So the New York Times has reported when Beyond Meat first went public back in 2019, the company's shares skyrocketed and its products were selling like hotcakes. Beyond became even more popular during the pandemic as many tried its vegan options when traditional protein was hard to come by or it was just too expensive. But it seems like the glory days for Beyond Meat are coming to an end. Just in the past year, Beyond stocks have fallen 83%. The company expected its sales to increase as much as 33%, but it looks like they're going to be lucky if they just see some marginal growth. In October, as we've talked about in recent updates, Beyond laid off 200 people. That was 19% of its workforce. And then in recent months, 4 of its top executives left the company. With all this bad news, investors are now wondering if Beyond Meat's struggles are specific to the company or an indication of deeper issues in the plant-based meat industry. Inflation has played a role in consumers turning away from fake meat and going back to traditional meat because of price, but perception has also played a role. We're starting to see consumers resist fake products because they see them as woke and linked to politically left-leaning ideas. An example of this comes from Cracker Barrel. Back in August, the restaurant chain posted on its Facebook page that it had begun offering the meatless Impossible sausage. This post received thousands of comments from irate customers. According to Ethan Brown, founder and CEO of Beyond Meat, a growing number of plant-based meat companies are battling for a smaller group of consumers. And because of this, there appears to be a shakeout underway, and Brown expects more brands to either consolidate or just completely throw in the towel. This update is also sponsored by Circle 5 Cow School. If you want to learn how to preg check your own cows or start AIing, Circle 5 Cow School is definitely the way to go. They're going to be down in Mountain Grove, Missouri on December 9th and 10th hosting a school. If you're in that area, I encourage you to check them out. And if you just want to check out their schedule, head on over to circle5cowschool.com. That is a number 5 in there, or you can go ahead and just give them a follow on Facebook. So the New York Post has also reported on Beyond Meat. According to leaked evidence provided by a former employee, one of Beyond Meat's key factories located within an hour of Philadelphia was and possibly is still riddled with mold, bacteria, and other health-related concerns. The leaked documents, according to Bloomberg, revealed the plant tested positive for listeria at least 11 times in the second half of 2021 and the first half of this year. Additional documents claimed various contaminants such as string, metal, wood, and plastic were found in Beyond Meat products this past December from that plant. Bloomberg published photos from inside the facility, which were, of course, provided by a former employee, and those photos showed what appear to be spills, unsafe use of equipment, and mold on walls and ingredient containers. And you can actually go and look at these photos online, and it is straight up disgusting what it looked like inside this plant. Absolutely disgusting to think that they were making food in this plant and people were actually consuming it. This plant was just filthy. And you got to keep in mind that mold, it doesn't grow overnight. It takes time to grow. So it just shows the overall lack of cleanliness within this plant. So in response, to all of this news, a Beyond Meat representative pushed back, saying that inspections conducted in March and September by the Pennsylvania Department of Agriculture found no instances of non-conformance with regulations. The representative added that Beyond Meat's safety standards go above and beyond industry and regulatory standards. It sure makes you want to go out and buy some Beyond Meat products. This update is also sponsored by Open Country LLC. Dan McMartin has bunning 380 and 780 manure spreaders on his lot, along with a variety of other livestock equipment. Open Country also carries Gallagher products for 15% off all day, every day. If you want to learn more and check out everything they have to offer, head on over to www.opencountrylllc.com. Finally, Steiner Consulting Group has reported in October, commercial cattle slaughter was estimated at 2.9 million head, up 52,000 head or 1.8% above year-ago levels. In the last 3 months, so August through October, cattle slaughter was up almost 350,000 head or 4.1% higher than last year. The increase in slaughter has been mostly driven by either heifers or cows coming to market, mainly because of the drought. Heifer slaughter in October was 36,000 head or 4.1% higher than a year ago, and in the last 3 months, heifer slaughter increased by 193,000 head, accounting for 55% of the overall increase in slaughter. Cow slaughter in October was almost 603,000 head overall, up 32,500 head or 5.7% higher than a year ago. In the last 3 months, total cow slaughter was up 93,000 head or 5.5% higher than what we saw back in 2021. So in order to gauge whether our cow herd numbers are expanding or contracting, the ratio of female cattle slaughter versus total slaughter is used as an indicator. So in October, the 12-month moving average ratio hit 50%. The last time we saw that high of a 12-month ratio was back in the 1970s. With the ongoing high rate of beef cow slaughter and low heifer retention, we will most likely see an even bigger decline in our cow herd numbers here in 2023 and a reduced calf crop for at least the next 3 years. That is all I have for you guys today. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. I hope you all had a great Thanksgiving. I hope you all had some time to spend with family and friends, and I hope you guys have been enjoying this gorgeous weather. It has been beautiful here in central Nebraska, but it looks like it's definitely gonna take a turn for the worse here in the next day or so. You guys have yourself a wonderful, wonderful Monday, and I will catch you tomorrow morning.